Hello everybody, welcome to our learning. And how are you today? It's a long time no see all of you. I hope you are in a healthy condition. Well class, congratulations that you are now at your 11th grade students. And I am Mem Niki still as your English teacher. Mem Niki akan mengajar bahasa Inggris wajib di kelas 11 ini. And class, uh, before we start our lesson, please I remind you to have dictionary. Still, whenever you have English class with me, I hope you have dictionary at your side, whether it is book in a book form or online dictionary or electronic dictionary. Okay class, this is our first materials in this first meeting. This is about the expression of asking and giving suggestion and offer. Do you know the meaning of asking and giving suggestion and offer? Ya, kalian bisa cari sekarang di kamus. Well, asking itu artinya meminta atau menanyakan, and giving artinya memberi. Suggestion artinya saran, and offer it is about what is it? Tawaran. Jadi, di materi kita yang pertama ini, kita akan belajar tentang meminta atau menanyakan dan memberikan saran dan tawaran. Pernah kan kita memberikan saran dan tawaran? Kita memberikan saran kepada teman kita yang sedang menghadapi masalah, atau kita menawari sesuatu kepada orang lain. So, be ready for this lesson for our materials and check this out. Well class, this is our basic competence atau kompetensi dasar, that as you know that our basic competence is always in a pair, berpasangan, yaitu KD3 dan KD4. KD3 mencakup kemampuan pengetahuan dan KD4 mencakup kemampuan psikomotor. Dan pada materi yang akan kita bahas ini, KD 3.1 adalah tentang menganalisis fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan pada ungkapan memberi saran dan tawaran serta responnya sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. Nah, ini yang akan kita pelajari dalam pertemuan ini. Kemudian, untuk psikomotor, nanti pada akhirnya kalian harus bisa menyusun teks lisan dan tulis untuk menyatakan, menawarkan, dan merespon ungkapan memberi saran dan tawaran dengan tetap memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan yang benar dan sesuai konteks penggunaannya. Nah, sekarang mari kita lihat indikator atau tujuan pembelajaran yang akan kita capai. Pada pertemuan yang pertama ini, kita hanya akan membahas tentang KD3, yaitu nanti kalian harus bisa yang pertama menyebutkan, lalu menjelaskan, yang ketiga mengurutkan kalimat menjadi dialog, yang keempat sampailah kita pada menganalisis unsur kebahasaan. Jadi, apa yang akan kita pelajari pada pertemuan ini adalah tentang bagaimana sih caranya menyatakan ungkapan memberi atau menanyakan saran dan tawaran, kemudian membuatnya dalam dialog, dan menganalisis bagaimana sih unsur-unsur kebahasaan atau secara gramatika cara untuk menyampaikan saran dan tawaran dalam bahasa Inggris. Kemudian di pertemuan selanjutnya nanti kalian akan bisa mempraktikkan dengan melengkapi teks tulis dan menyusun teks itu dengan menggunakan ungkapan meminta dan memberikan saran dan tawaran. Okay? Well, before we start our lesson, I want to ask about your suggestion. I have some situation in a picture and I want to know about your suggestion towards this situation. Okay, the first picture. Well, class, I think you all know about this condition. This is the picture of virus, and also there is a woman that use a mask. Then this is our condition. coronavirus disease condition. So, ketika kita menghadapi corona ini, what is your suggestion? Apa saran yang bisa kamu berikan? Pemerintah sendiri sudah banyak memberikan solusi atau saran kepada kita dalam menghadapi pandemi ini. Misalnya apa? Menggunakan masker, mencuci tangan, menggunakan hand sanitizer, or keep healthy, stay at home, or just like we do now, online learning or distance learning. Nah, bagaimana cara memberikan saran dalam bahasa Inggris? I give you the example. Well, class, this is the example of giving suggestion towards corona situation. We should wear a mask wherever we go outside. Jadi kemanapun kita pergi, kita menggunakan masker. Ini kalimatnya, kita bisa menggunakan kata we should. We should wear a mask. Kita sebaiknya menggunakan masker kemanapun kita pergi. Nah, itu contoh yang pertama. Contoh yang kedua. Well, I have this picture. This is the condition of a river that full of rubbish. A sungai yang penuh dengan sampah. So, what is your suggestion melihat situasi yang demikian? Padahal ini kan bisa jadi bisa mengakibatkan banjir, juga banyak penyakit. So, this is the example of the suggestion. I suggest that we should keep our environment clean and healthy. Jadi, I suggest, saya menyarankan bahwa kita sebaiknya menjaga lingkungan kita tetap bersih dan sehat. Itu yang kedua. Well, the third picture. There is a picture of a sick person atau seorang yang sedang sakit. I hope you are in a healthy condition, but whenever you see your friend, your family, the other person sick, what is your suggestion? Misalnya kita bisa memberi saran minum obat atau beristirahat atau pergi ke dokter. And this is the example. Why don't you see a doctor? Ini adalah kenapa kamu nggak pergi ke dokter? Kenapa kamu nggak periksa ke dokter? Something like that. So class, this is some examples that about suggestion. Jadi dalam memberi saran in English ada beberapa cara. Nanti kita akan pelajari lebih lanjut. And ini adalah materi yang akan kita bahas. Well, to deepen your understanding about expression of suggestion and offer, please watch this video. Disimak videonya, give attention for this video karena di dalam video ini ada beberapa contoh dan penjelasan tentang suggestion and offer. Nah, seperti apa sih yang sedang kita pelajari ada di dalam sini. So, please give your attention. Ready, class? I start.
In this video, we're learning how to make suggestions and offer different things in English. Dan, what shall we do this weekend? I don't know. The forecast says it will be bright and dry on Saturday. But it may rain on Sunday. We could go for a picnic to the lake. And if the weather gets worse, we might go back to town to spend the evening at home watching TV. Going to the lake sounds great. I'm up for it. But I'm not sure about watching TV on Sunday evening. It is boring. I'd rather go shopping or watch a film at the cinema. Sounds good to me. How about inviting Jack and Mary? They could join us. Yes, let's do that. Dan, what shall we do this weekend? We use the modal verb shall when we ask for a suggestion. More examples. Where shall we go on holiday? Shall we stay home tonight? We could go for a picnic to the lake. We use the modal verb could or might when we are making a suggestion. Repeat after me. They could join us later. We might go to Prague together. Sounds good to me. How about inviting Jack and Mary? To make a suggestion, we also use questions with how about and what about. We say how about or what about something or someone, and how about or what about doing something. For example, how about the cinema? What about the cinema? How about going to the cinema? What about going to the cinema? So what's the difference between how about and what about? Using how about, we sound more sure in relation to our suggestion, and what about sounds less sure. The second important thing is that we use both how about and what about to make a suggestion, but only what about to make an objection. So let's take a look at an example of an objection. We are leaving now, but what about me? I don't want to stay here alone. The person who is saying, I don't want to stay here alone, is not happy with the fact, and he is making an objection. Yes, let's do that. One more way to make a suggestion is to use let us or the short form let's. Repeat after me. Let's visit Colombia next year. Let's invite them to the party. Going to the lake sounds great. I'm up for it. If you agree with a suggestion, you can use one of the following phrases. Sounds great. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. I'm up for it, which is quite colloquial or even slang. It's a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, fine. More examples. Let's visit Colombia next year. It's a great idea. Let's invite them to the party. Sounds good to me. But I'm not sure about watching TV on Sunday evening. It is boring. When you disagree with a suggestion, you can use the following phrases. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I don't think it's a good idea. You had better not, or we had better not, but you can more often hear the short form of this phrase. You'd better not, we'd better not. More examples. Let's call him now. I'm not sure about that. How about inviting them to the party? We'd better not. I'd rather go shopping or watch a film at the cinema. And if you disagree with a suggestion, you can suggest an alternative or express your preference. And you can use the following. I prefer, I would rather, and the short form, I'd rather. We had better, or we'd better. So I'd rather means the same as I prefer, and we'd better is the same as we should. Let's go shopping tomorrow. I'm not sure about that. I'd rather stay at home, or I prefer to stay at home. Please pay attention that when we use prefer, we use the to infinitive, but when we use I'd rather or we'd rather, we use the bare infinitive. And the second dialogue. We could stay here for the night. I don't know. We'd better find a better place. So you see that the person is not happy with the idea and he's making a recommendation. So how to report other people's suggestions? What is Dan saying? We could go for a picnic to the lake. So Dan suggested going to the lake or going for a picnic to the lake. So we use the gerund after the verb suggest, and we never use the to infinitive after suggest. So you cannot say Dan suggested to go to the lake. It's wrong. Another variant is to use the modal verb should or bare infinitive without to. For example, Dan suggested that they should go to the lake, or Dan suggested that they go to the lake. So what is the difference between a suggestion and an offer? When you suggest something, you express some idea or give advice for consideration, and then a decision is made. Sometimes it's a common decision. So Dan suggested going to the lake, and his friend agreed. But offering something, you're asking if someone would like something or would like to do something. So look at Jane. She says, would you like a cup of coffee? So she offered him a cup of coffee. The verb offer also has the meaning of provide an opportunity to do something, and the other person can either accept this opportunity or reject it. And one more important thing is how we use verbals after these verbs. So how we express an action. Repeat after me. He suggested going to the lake. He suggested that they should go to the lake. He suggested that they go to the lake. So after the verb suggest, we use the gerund, the modal verb should, or the bare infinitive, which is the infinitive without to. What about offer? Repeat after me. She offered to help him with the homework. He offered to give me a ride. So after the verb offer, we use the infinitive with to.
Okay, this is the end of the video. Kenapa? Mungkin ada yang belum jelas atau mungkin malah tidak jelas akhirnya. But this is as your awalan ya, awalan supaya tahu apa yang sedang kita bahas. Suggestion and offer. Suggestion itu memberi saran, and offer itu memberi tawaran. That's different, berbeda dua hal ini. Dan suggestion sendiri punya beberapa cara, punya beberapa langkah dalam menyatakan saran dalam bahasa Inggris. Offer pun begitu. Memberi saran dan memberi tawaran kan beda gitu ya. Memberi saran misalnya, kamu sebaiknya belajar. Nah, kalau menawarkan, kamu mau tidak belajar dengan saya? Seperti itu. Well, for make your clear understanding, I will give you the explanation. First, social function. Nah, semuanya kan sudah tahu ya, social function itu adalah fungsi sosial atau seperti purpose. What is it, purpose? Ya, purpose adalah tujuan. Ya. Nah, kenapa sih kita itu memberikan saran atau menawarkan sesuatu kepada orang lain? Kenapa kita memberi saran? Atau kenapa orang lain meminta kita memberi saran? Nah, kebanyakan ketika kita memberi saran itu karena seseorang sedang berada dalam suatu persoalan atau permasalahan. Maka kita memberikan saran. Give suggestion. Suggestion itu saran atau suggest atau recommendation atau advice, nasihat. Nah, kenapa kita mau memberikan saran kepada teman kita atau seseorang yang sedang bermasalah? Kira-kira kenapa? Ya, karena kita mau menunjukkan rasa perhatian, ya, kepedulian kepada teman kita, bahwa kita itu care kepada mereka. So the social function of giving suggestion and offer is to care or help somebody to solve his or her problem. Jadi kita menunjukkan kepedulian kita. This is the social function. And there are some expression that you can use for asking, giving, and responding the suggestion. Yang pertama, do you have any suggestion or recommendation? Ini pertama kita belajar asking dulu ya. Asking itu meminta atau menanyakan saran. Kamu punya saran nggak? Nah, dengan kalimat kamu punya saran nggak, itu dalam bahasa Inggris ada beberapa cara. Yang pertama ini, do you have any suggestion or recommendation or advice for my problem? Nah, ini dipilih salah satu, bukan dipakai semuanya. Suggestion, recommendation, and advice itu adalah kata yang sama artinya, yaitu saran. Jadi kalau tanya, do you have any suggestion for my problem? Berarti apakah kamu punya saran untuk persoalan saya? Gitu. Yang kedua, kamu bisa menggunakan kata can. Sini ya. Can you give me any suggestion or recommendation or advice? Jadi, dapatkah kamu memberikanku saran atau rekomendasi atau nasihat? Nah, yang ketiga, kalian bisa pakai kata what do you suggest or recommend or advise? Apa yang kamu sarankan atau apa yang kamu rekomendasikan atau apa yang kamu nasihat atau nasihat apa yang bisa kamu berikan? That is the way, cara-cara untuk menanyakan suggestion. Nah, kalau memberikan sendiri banyak macamnya. Misalnya nih, my suggestion or recommendation or advice is something like this one. Atau I suggest you to, dilanjutkan dengan verb 1. How about, how atau what about seperti yang ada di video tadi. Kita bisa menggunakan kata how about atau what about, itu juga dipilih salah satu. Kemudian why don't you? Kalau how about, how atau what about itu diikuti dengan verb ing. Jadi misalnya what about fishing? Gitu. What about studying? Seperti itu. Nah, kemudian kalau why don't you diikuti verb 1. Kamu juga bisa pakai you should, you can, you had better, and let's seperti yang ada di video tadi, diikuti dengan kata kerja bentuk pertama. Nah, responnya kalau kamu setuju dengan suggestion itu berarti kamu bisa katakan yes, I'd love to, yes, I like that, what a good idea, and don't forget to say thank you for your suggestion, atau bisa pakai I think that's better. Oke, untuk memperjelas, I have example, contoh dalam dialog untuk menggunakan ungkapan meminta dan memberikan suggestion. Misalnya, ada yang bilang, I come late to school today. Artinya apa? Come late, terlambat. Saya datang terlambat ke sekolah hari ini. Kemudian kata temannya, really? Benarkah? Nah, dia tanya kemudian, do you have any suggestion for me? Berarti ini adalah ungkapan meminta saran. Jadi, do you have any suggestion for me adalah ungkapan meminta saran. Apakah kamu punya saran untukku? Tadi persoalannya apa? Temannya datang terlambat ke sekolah. Maka saran yang diberikan adalah, why don't you wake up earlier? Why don't you wake up earlier? Kenapa kamu nggak bangun lebih awal, katanya. Ini menggunakan kata why don't you, ya, giving suggestion. Okay, so far do you understand? Okay, I hope you all understand about these materials. And next, nah, responnya, yeah, that's a good idea. Nah, ini kalau dia setuju maka dia akan mengatakan hal yang positif untuk responnya. Okay. Well, class, this is the expression of asking and giving suggestion. Now we go to expression of asking and giving over. Biasanya kalau meminta offer, meminta tawaran itu tidak terlalu terlihat. Yang paling sering digunakan adalah giving an offer. Jadi kalau memberi tawaran ada banyak cara. Misalnya, do you want me to take your bag? Misalnya, itu diikuti verb one. Kamu mau saya ambilkan tasmu? Jadi dengan kata do you want me to take your bag. Yang kedua ada kata would you like iced tea? Kamu mau es teh? Can I get you a cup of coffee? Mau nggak aku ambilkan secangkir kopi? Do you want some? Kamu mau? Let me give you a lift. Let's go. Yuk saya antarkan kamu. Ayo kita pergi. Do you need any help? Or you can call me if you need me. Itu kan bentuk-bentuk tawaran. Kamu bisa menghubungi aku kalau kamu butuh aku. Katanya gitu. And responnya ada accepting and refusing. Accepting itu menerima dan refusing itu menolak. Kalau menerima ya kamu bisa katakan yes, sure, I would, thank you, that's very kind of you, that would be very nice, seperti itu. Dan kalau menolak ada no, thanks, thank you, I'm good, saya oke, saya nggak apa-apa. No, you don't need to do that. Kamu nggak perlu melakukan hal itu. Nah, itu kalau menawarkan sesuatu. Nah, sekarang kita lihat contohnya ya. The example dalam dialog. Why do you look so pale? Kenapa kamu terlihat pucat? Terlihat sangat pucat. Kadang-kadang kan ada ya teman kita yang biasanya ceria, kemudian terlihat sangat pucat. Kemudian si B bilang, my mother is sick but I can't visit her because of our test today. Ternyata dia ada masalah, yaitu ibunya sedang sakit, tapi dia tidak bisa menjenguknya karena ada ujian hari ini. Kemudian apa yang dilakukan si A? Do you want to use my cell phone to call your mother? Nah, this is giving an offer. Kamu mau menggunakan teleponku untuk menelpon ibumu? Terus si B, may I? Bolehkah? Kemudian kata si A, sure, tentu. Nah, ini responnya terhadap tawaran yang diberikan tadi. Thank you very much, that's very kind of you. Well, class, that is the way how you express your offer, express your suggestion. Pelajari lagi dan pelajari yang lebih dalam lagi supaya kalian semakin mengerti. And the next, ini ada, this is the video. Please watch this video. This is talk about the dialogue. About expression of suggestion and offer. Jadi video ini adalah tentang beberapa dialog yang menggunakan suggestion and offer. Kalau tadi ada yang belum paham tentang bagaimana cara memberikan suggestion and offer, maka tonton video ini supaya kalian lebih memahami lagi. Okay, ready? Check this out.
Suggestion and offer. Here's the dialogue. Let's practice together. I haven't finished my assignment. It's difficult to find the references. Why don't you go to the library? There are lots of books that we need. You're right. I'll go there. Where is Vita? It is almost 4 p.m. Should I call her? Yes, please. We have to start the practice. Okay. I hope she picks up the phone. What's wrong, Mita? I have to call my parents, but no credits are left on my cell phone. You can use my cell phone. Oh, thank you, Bella. That's very kind of you. I'm tired. I helped my dad paint the fence this morning. You should take a rest. You really look pale. You're right. I'll go home now. Okay. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment.
Well, everybody, there are the example of dialogue using the expression of asking and giving suggestion and offer. So, kalian bisa menggunakan ungkapan ini dalam berbagai situasi, seperti yang ada di video-video tadi. Well, now to check your understanding, I have a dialogue here. Nanti Mem akan jelaskan isi dari dialog ini. And you know that there are two speakers. Ada dua pembicara dalam dialog ini. Siapa aja? Yaitu Tiger and Tias. Coba kita Mem akan bacakan sambil kalian simak ya dialognya. Yang pertama, Tias, you look pale. Are you alright? No, I'm not. I'm dizzy. You should have a rest in the medical room. I have a rest in the medical room, but I'm still dizzy. I suggest you go home, then see a doctor. You are right. Do you want me to inform Mr. Danang, our teacher in charge for today, to ask for your permission? You want to go him? I think that's a good idea. Please have a rest and I will inform Mr. Danang so he can call your mother to fetch you. Okay, thank you, Tiger. You're welcome. Okay, this is the dialogue. Well, class, this is the dialogue that talking about. Ini membicarakan tentang Tias sickness and Tiger attention to Tias. Jadi ada Tigor dan Tias. Tias ini sedang sakit. Kemudian si Tigor itu memberikan beberapa saran dan juga tawaran. Nah, kira-kira apa sih hubungan Tigor dan Tias? Nah, ini terjadinya di mana nih? Dialog ini terjadinya di mana? Pastinya ada di sekolah. Nah, seperti yang dikatakan dalam kotak ini. The speakers in the dialogue is Tiger and Tias. Pembicara dalam dialog ini adalah Tigor dan Tias. The relationship itu hubungan. Hubungan di antara mereka adalah schoolmates. Teman sekolah, teman satu sekolah. Karena dialog itu terjadi di sekolah. Taunya dari mana? Tahu dari mana kalau ini adalah terjadi di sekolah? Karena it's showed by the sentence, ditunjukkan dari kalimat Mr. Danang our teacher. Teacher pasti tempatnya di sekolah. Our teacher in charge for today. Nah, itu dialog membahas tentang si Tias lagi sakit. Kemudian kira-kira mereka itu adalah teman satu sekolah. Well, sekarang ada beberapa kata yang kalian nih bisa lihat in a black sentence, in a black writing, dalam tulisan yang berwarna hitam. Ada kata apa? You should have a rest in the medical room. Atau I suggest you go home then see a doctor. Nah, dua kalimat ini menunjukkan ungkapan apa? Tadi ingat ada kata should dan ada kata suggest, berarti ini adalah ungkapan dari giving suggestion. Dan ada kata do you want me to inform Mr. Danang, our teacher in charge for today, to ask for your permission? Nah, ini adalah ungkapan apa? Ada kata do you want me, kamu mau aku ngapain gitu kan? Do you want me to inform? Apakah kamu mau saya kasih tahu, beritahu Pak Danang, guru piket kita pada hari ini untuk meminta izinmu karena si Tias tadi disarankan untuk pulang dan ke dokter. Maka itu adalah expression of giving an offer. Jadi kelas, dalam dialog ini ada dua expression. Yang pertama, expression giving suggestion. Ada kata you should have a rest in the medical room, and I suggest you go home then see a doctor. Dan giving an over, do you want me to inform Mr. Danang, our teacher in charge for today, to ask for your permission? Something like that. Oke, bagaimana? Apakah sudah mengerti? I hope you all understand about our materials today, because this is not difficult materials. This is easy material. So please be understand about this one. Okay. Well, now for checking your understanding, I want you to do the exercise and set the question based on the dialogue. So class, ini ada dialogue between Mita and Gilang. You can read by yourself. Kalian bisa baca sendiri. And then there are some questions about the materials, about the dialogue. Yang pertama, write expression of asking or giving or responding suggestion and over and show it in the dialogue. Jadi yang pertama, kalian tuliskan ungkapan meminta atau memberikan saran atau tawaran yang muncul dalam dialog ini. Di sini kalau kalian perhatikan sudah ada yang di garis bawah ini. Nah, kalian analisis, kalian sebutkan ungkapan Nah, ini dia ya tadi dialognya. Nah, kalian lihat dialog ini, kalian tuliskan ungkapan apa yang muncul dalam dialog ini. Oke, itu yang nomor 1. Yang nomor 2, what is the dialogue talking about? Berarti artinya apa? Apa yang dibicarakan dalam dialog itu. Number 3, who are the speakers of the dialogue? Apa tadi artinya speakers? Sorry, ini kembali lagi ke yang tadi ya, pencet. Oke. Number 4, what is the possible? Oh ya, number 3 tadi speakers itu adalah pembicara. Siapa saja pembicaranya? Number 4, what is possible relationship between the speakers? Apa hubungan yang mungkin antara speakers yang tadi? Number 5, why does Mita need reseller? Kenapa Mita membutuhkan reseller? Nah, kalian bisa menjawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan ini dengan membaca apa yang ada di dialog. And don't forget to find the meaning from your dictionary. Okay, for this exercise you can do this one via Google Form. Actually, I have prepared the Google Form for your exercise. Jadi Memiki sudah persiapkan link Google Form untuk latihan yang ini. Jadi kalian bisa buka nanti di bagian di Google Classroom untuk membuka link Google Form-nya. Kalian kerjakan latihan ini di Google formulirnya ya. And then as your assignment, please nanti setelah di rumah, setelah mata pelajaran ini berakhir, kalian bisa membuat atau mencari untuk belajar lagi lebih lanjut, mendapatkan satu dialog tentang expression of asking or giving suggestion and offer from any sources. Jadi dari berbagai sumber dapatkan satu dialog, dari internet boleh, dari buku boleh, atau sumber apapun, dan lalu kalian tuliskan ungkapan yang muncul dalam dialog tersebut. Nah, kerjakan tugasnya di buku. Minggu depan dalam pertemuan yang akan datang, Memiki akan cek tugas kalian. Ini supaya kalian lebih memahami yang mana sih yang suggestion, yang mana juga yang offer, something like that. Okay, this is the end of our meeting class. class, thank you very much for watching this video and also understanding our materials for today. Don't forget to do your exercise in the Google form. I will check it, and also do your assignment. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye. And don't forget to keep healthy and stay at home.